Okay, so recently I've been noticing that there are a lot more and more car owners caught in that situation that I've always been talking about. Loan balance more than what the car is worth in the used car market. And I am no longer talking about hybrids, continental cars, or the Peugeot, Citroens, Alfa Romeos of the world. I am talking about cars that were previously always have been regarded as safe bets. You know, cars that are always been saying, oh, people are resale value very strong one. I'm talking about cars like City, Vios, HRV, to a certain extent even Honda Civic. Now, why this happened? Why is this happening? Why are even cars that are supposedly very solid in resale values, even these owners are also facing problems? Well, the problem comes in twofold. Number one, the recent influx of Chinese cars at very affordable prices have, of course, contributed in pressing used car prices down. That's one. All right. And of course, in the current economic situation, more and more people are trying to let go of some cars in order to reduce their commitments, reduce their expenses, right? So means that there is now becomes more supply than demand of used cars in the market, especially cars that are widely available, right? Cars like, say for example, a City or Vios, for example, right? You can survey 10 units and confirm out of 10 units are 3 or 4 is very good condition, can buy one. Means that let's say, like for example, if you are in the position of selling a City or Vios, okay, people don't buy your car, they can very easily move on to the next car. It's okay for them, right? Whereas, say, a BMW E39, for example, if you have in your possession a well-maintained, fully running, fully repaired car, buy and drive condition, you can perhaps command a premium because majority of the units out there are either in bad shape, needs repairs, or not so easy to find a good one, right? So the common cars out there, there is a supply, a steady supply of good condition units, right? Now, there is one more problem that not many people have talked about. Maybe not many people have realized, but it just dawned upon me. For some of these cars, the MCO moratorium has come back to haunt them. See, what happened is very simple, right? As we all remember, during the MCO, all right, a lot of people's incomes were affected, their livelihoods were affected. So the government worked together with the banks to get them to, okay, look, for a housing loan, for your car loan, right, you can defer your payments for 6 months, and then during that 6 months period, your loan balance does not accrue any additional interest. And then after that, post that, a further 6 months, you can apply for a moratorium, but there will be some interest applied, right? So a lot of people, they went through 12 months of not repaying their housing loan, not repaying their car loans. Now, for housing loan, not big a deal, but for car loans, you just imagine what happened. Okay, in that 1 month, you paused your repayment. Means that your loan balance is remain at the same level. But guess what? Your depreciation didn't pause. Your depreciation continued to went down. Your car at that year, depending on what model you're talking about, lost 10k of resale value, lost 20k of resale value after you go from the start of the moratorium to the end of the moratorium. Yes, during MCO period, price of used cars did go up a bit, but market has since reset itself, market has since corrected itself. So basically, today your car's resale value is almost at the level where MCO did not exist, maybe even worse, right? So the thing is that really impacted a lot of people today, especially those of you who before MCO you bought a car and you took 90% loan and you took the full moratorium 1 year pause, these are the people that are the most severely affected. Now, did I take the moratorium for my repayments? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I did take the moratorium for my S-Max. But as I'm always at pains to point out, I bought my S-Max at 85,000 ringgit and I took only a 50,000 ringgit loan. So I put a 30,000 ringgit down payment, and what this means is that even though I took the moratorium, okay, my loan balance was low enough that even though the resale value was coming down, my loan balance today is still below the car's worst case scenario resale value. All right, I checked this on Custom. Recently I took my car to Custom, right, get a worst case scenario evaluation. It is still just enough to clear the bank loan. All right, so if I sell it myself privately, definitely I can get a bit. So the lesson to be learned here is this. When the thing is that people always have this argument of, you know, whether resale value is important or not, and things like that. My point of contention is, if you choose to take your car on you choose to take a loan to buy your car, resale value absolutely is something that you need to keep an eye on. Absolutely, right? And for those of you who took the moratorium during the MCO, you may, okay, the good thing is that MCO is like 5 years ago, so most of you would have already, most of you actually are at that stage now where you are thinking of selling your car maybe, right? So you will definitely want to check in on what is your car's resale value versus your loan balance. So if your resale value is more than what your loan balance is, well, congratulations, you are in good shape. All right, you can sell your car anytime, or if you're not struggling with the repayments, just continue repayments. But if your resale value is less than what your loan balance is worth, well, what are your options? Okay, and the thing and the reality is this, you only have options if you are not struggling to pay off your loan, right? So let's say, like, if you can, okay, if you have a lump sum of cash, you may want to immediately top up the difference between your car's resale value and your loan balance. You may want to do that immediately. So let's say, for example, today you owe the bank 25k, right? And you see your car's resale value can only get for 20k. You may want to consider topping up that 5,000 ringgit to even out that gap, right? To keep your options open. Or you may want to consider just paying a bit more every month, right? So that it helps to further reduce your loan balance. It helps to further reduce your loan balance. It helps to narrow that gap so that you are able to close that gap and ultimately reach a stage whereby your resale value now equal with your loan balance, right? Right. Now, of course, those of you, if you are looking to sell your car, then you need to consider your options. All right. You can fill in the form in the description section below, where you can get my team to help sell the car on your behalf. That way you get a bigger chunk of your car's value back. All right, you get a bigger chunk of your car's value back, because if, let's say, like, if I get someone to buy the dealer to buy the car off you immediately, what this means is that because the dealer wants to resell the car, the dealer is going to press your price down. All right, whereas the service that I'm offering is to help you find a buyer for your car, a direct buyer for your car who is buying the car for their own use. They will be paying the market price of the car, and we will just take a small percentage of it as our small profit and processing fee, and then you get to keep a bigger chunk of that money. All right, so if, let's say, that if you are in a case whereby your resale value versus your loan balance is just about at that borderline, Okay, if you go and trade in your car to a dealer, you won't be facing the need to top up, right? But if you sell it yourself, or if you sell it to what we call a consignment service, you can either use my service or you can go to any other dealer, use their service. You will get a bigger chunk, a bigger percentage of your car's value back, and that way you can help reduce your gap between what you owe the bank versus what you are getting back for your car. All right, so hope today's video is able to help you shed some light, especially those of you who took the moratorium during MCO. I'm curious especially to hear about your experience. Did you face the fact, even though you were driving what's supposed to be a safe resale value car, a good resale value car, did you also have to face a scenario where you had to top up money to the bank, or did you actually was able to your car's resale value held up well enough that even by taking the moratorium, you were still able to stay ahead, and when you sold the car, you were able to get money back, or at the very least break even with the bank? I'm curious to hear your story. Let me know in the comment section below, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Take care.